Hey there from Bugeye Guy. This is a Bugeye we call Cinnamon, and it's this beautiful car. Oh my gosh, the guy that built this did such a great job. And we were so lucky to get this car because it needed exactly what we offer, which is the last 20%. It's something you've seen me talk about in other videos. And just, it's so great to start with such a candidate. I mean, like you look at this bodywork that he did. Normally this whole flange is all bent and damaged. All of this support in here for the back of the bonnet, the hinge support, usually that's kind of torn away, and it's perfect. It's better than new, and the finish is gorgeous. And so our job was really to take this car, which worked. It was a wonderful car. You saw me drive it in a video, but it was nowhere near what it is today. And after a couple weeks and probably 30 or 40 improvements, it's just now an outstanding car in every way. You can see the LED taillights. There's also LED turn signals. We have things like this license plate mount so that the customer, when he gets the car, doesn't have to climb in the trunk and try and feed a bolt through here and scratch up the paint trying to get the license plate on. This little rubber spacer, you just take off this nylock, put the plate on, tighten it up, and so it's done for life. It's just a little detail like that, but makes a world of difference. And then you have this zip down window, the new top that we put on, and perfect for Florida where the car is going, so you can get a lot of air through there. We had other rattles because the door seals weren't right. You've heard me talk a lot about the door seals and how they're properly finished. But in this case, the issue with the door seal was a rattle because the ones that were in there were too thin. So these door seals that we sell in our catalog are the right thickness, and they stop the door from rattling. We have sheet metal screws here with sharp edges so that the customer is at risk of reaching in and cutting themselves. So we changed those to machine screws. We had a non-working speedometer that was stuck the way a lot of the Speedos have problems. This GPS Speedo is really magnificent. It has this little antenna here, which obviously is not exactly a period piece. It's a modern satellite-based technology, but you get a lot of benefits and it's a lot of fun. We put in this beautiful wood steering wheel, and this billet horn push is really, I think, a much nicer way to go. The plastic ones are really junk. We sell all this stuff in the catalog, of course. You can find this there. We put in a locking choke. I prefer these because it allows you to make these micro adjustments. You can ease it in a little and lock it again. The original one, which we do sell, is non-locking, and it's beautiful and it matches, but that one there is really much more functional. And because this isn't exactly an original car, it's a nice thing to do. We had to put in a new top bow, and there it is installed. We had to put in the proper top bow holders that go down here so that when let me get you a better image, there it is. When the bow is not in use, it plugs in there. Behind the seat, we put in these 3-point retractable belts. A lot of people put lap belts in these cars. I don't like lap belts at all, not just because I don't think they're as safe, but they tend to flip out and hit this area of the car. You'll often see chips and scratches along here because passengers in particular who aren't thinking about these things, they just, they get out and the belt flips out. So the interior is gorgeous and it's all set up, and we put in rubber floor mats and other little details, rattles that were addressed. And then under the hood, we have an aluminum radiator for better cooling. We have a premium battery for when the car is sitting. We have a trickle charger wound through there, so there's a plug under the dashboard. And one of the more important things, we put in this new oil pressure gauge line, which you see here, this copper pipe. There was a plastic line there instead. The problem with those was the train. Problem with those plastic lines is they can chafe on the firewall, and if they don't have the right shock cord, from all the vibration they can crack, the engine will bleed out, and that is a really big mess that you do not want to have happen. We had broken weights in the distributor for the mechanical advance, so we put in a new distributor. That cured a misfire. The performance is better. You can see the LED lights in the front that are on. Just everywhere you look, we've upgraded this car and taken care of all the little details. We fixed the heater and the dip switch. All of these little niggling things that you get with an old British car, we have tried our best to eradicate And now Cinnamon is ready to head to Florida. This is our 266th Bugeye that we've built. And what a delight to have such a nice one to start with. We have the exhaust was a little low, so we raised that up. We heated the pipe and sucked that up to where it needed to be. And now we just have a wonderful vehicle ready to depart here from Bugeye Guy.